Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and a place some of the game's immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buffaloes offense takes the field to start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know both of these teams have...
He's going to go for a big one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Horn. Still running at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive have they looked? Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Feeling some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. But you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play. And they just didn't do it well enough there.
Yeah, it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front, act like it's a throw for the quarterback, not rush it. Defense clearly not fooled. Got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner is stopped. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Fast motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big Ten too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. The Huskers pick up the first down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulders, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To the ground with the back. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Husker! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Now they'll run the draw. And sure, tackling there to keep them from getting to the first down marker. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He lets one fly deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Catch in the middle, it's Miller.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Fires to the wideout. And they... Motion on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Throws toward the end zone. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. The Buffaloes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Bowling Green. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try to pop the draw. Smashes through. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quickly out to the tight end. Still on his feet. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Godot. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete. Hard-hitting tackle.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Sanders. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Colorado!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
21, Nebraska, 14.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much
What's called?
it's on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, that I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And the offense clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And it's right down the boulevard. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the 1st half today. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this 2nd half will be fun to watch. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the 2nd half.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Offense getting set for 1st down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll go to the ground. Bulls his way forward. And he slips the 1st defender and picks up a handful of yards. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll give it to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Raiola. On target. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
How about the big fella with the hands? You know, those fullbacks are not talked about as athletes, but he shows you he can do a lot on the field, catches the football, gets the 1st down.
The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Catch in the middle. It's Fedot. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to throw it again. Touchdown, Nebraska! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. Got his man to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Off play action. Buying some time. He's going to take off. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking left. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28, Nebraska, 24. Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Banks. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And the Huskers will move the sticks.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
He hurls one deep down the left side. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got his man out of the backfield. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 3rd and goal from way back there. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Firing to the right, complete. Bounced off his feet. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Field goal is good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he gets what he can, runs out of bounds, and runs to the end of the 3rd quarter, 4th quarter coming. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Going up top on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, spin move. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Horn. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Lining up to add another. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 12 to Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw it again. Working the middle, it's complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Discards a man.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting...
He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the change for a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
Man, this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for two regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage and probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. The sure hands, it's Hayden. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Throws toward the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up for the PAT. It's a fake. Shuffle it to the tight end. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Makes the grab. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And first down for the offense.
He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. This offense has a second down play. To the air, it's Raiola. Out of the backfield, he's open. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. A late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the two-point conversion. Cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late game heroics.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He wants to throw. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, they've done a lot of really nice things on the road in this game so far, and that's why they have the lead. But after that incompletion now, you can sense the momentum now switching back to the home team late in this game.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here.